And now for this week's Geek News.
Okay, this is a great one. There's recently been a Bigfoot discovery that's got everyone all excited. All these Bigfoot hunters have got all excited. And they've thought it out. And they found that encased in a block of ice, there was a rubber gorilla suit. A rubber gorilla suit. Come on, people.
Suckers.
Even the hoaxers are getting a bit shitty here. So, looking into this, you know, who did this? Well, first of all, a Bigfoot researcher, Tom Biscardi. I've got to mention this guy's name because Egypt was curious enough to travel to the state of Georgia to meet these men. The so-called evidence, a freezer with something large, hairy, and frozen in the ice, was then handed over to Mr. Biscardi and his team for an undisclosed sum of money. They thought it out and they found out it was a rubber suit and everybody laughed. Now, who are the two guys who discovered this rubber suit in the ice? Mr. Whitten and Mr. Dyers. Well, Matt Whitten, a police officer on medical leave after being shot in the arm, and Rick Dyer, a former Georgia corrections officer. They announced their find in early July on YouTube videos and on their website. In the press release, they described the creature as a 7'7" male weighing 550 pounds with 16-inch human-like feet and reddish hair. Look!
There be Tapestryshopp'd.
Verily, doth this look tapestry-shopped?
I love this. My knowledge doth derive from some of the stitchings and from having observed many such deceptions in mine time. Marvellous.
Indeed. This next one, this is our worthiness for the week here. A student, Max Robson, in the UK, has constructed this prototype wind turbine using scrap that he got from skips and bins.
Absolutely fantastic. This guy's hot. He's 22 years of age. He's come up with this fantastic idea that can be built by unskilled workers in less than a day anywhere in the world. Let's see more of this kind of stuff, people. This is brilliant.
It's number 8 wire mentality in the universities of Britain. Now, I can't quite believe this. I managed to find an interesting and indeed accurate article on the Daily Mail from the UK in their science news section. But their article is on breakthrough devices from the 1920s. So we can see just how up to date they are. But look, this is 1920s Satnav.
Isn't that
How
wonderful?
to get from Petersfield to Bournemouth. From London. And you just wind it through as you pass the junction numbers and it'll tell you when to turn.
And finally, we've got some stories from the Olympics.
Wow.
Which we must be the only people on the planet who haven't actually seen any Olympic footage yet. But we have seen some pretty interesting pictures well, fantastic, girls. Well done. Congratulations for whatever it is you're celebrating.
Yeah, we're celebrating with you. What else have we got? Oh, of course, the Michael Phelps baby photos. And now the final article here, the Nerd Olympics.
And over to the Mistress for this one.
As we all know, the Summer Olympics are going on in Beijing at the moment, all very exciting and painful looking. But what a lot of you probably don't know is that the Nerd Olympics Summer 2008 Games are also going on. Way cooler, a lot less strenuous, and it really does look like a lot more fun. The first event that I picked out that I thought was quite fantastic was speed cabling. Now, if any of you guys have ever worked in an IT department or in anything to do with, I don't know, electronic equipment, I suppose, you'll know that cables get tangled and they're a pain in the bum to get untangled. But there has been, as an event in the Nerd Olympics, a speed cabling competition. The winner was a guy called Matthew Howell, and it's quite spectacular. We have some footage from YouTube of the final competition.
Go, man, go!
The final event I'd like to tell you about is the soldering event. IT geeks kind of, you know, most people I know that have worked in IT or any form of geeky like soldering. I love the smell of solder actually. But one of the things that I sort of thought about before was the way that the people in the US say soldering instead of soldering. S-O-L becomes S-O-D. Soldering. It sounds like sodomy. That's me. Over and out.